G'day, David Seymour, and this is the nitty gritty of selling, and I'd like to welcome my good friend Gary Younger. David, how are you, mate?
I'm very well, thanks. This is a bit of a surprise though.
Yeah. He just bought me some fish, but we thought we'd do a video today. Gary is the One Agency owner for Whangarei, and you've had that business now 3 years?
3 years, yeah, coming
And,
up, yeah.
And how long have you been in real estate for now?
Coming into year number 23.
23, you don't look old enough.
No, started real young.
Gary, tell me, running your own business versus working for some of the big corporates that you've worked for. Pros, cons, highs, lows?
Pros and cons, yeah. Yep. There's highs, lows, yeah, all of those.
Well, let's talk about the highs.
Okay, highs. Well, you can run your business the way you want to run it, not by a certain set of rules that maybe you don't agree with, or maybe you just have a different way of doing things. So I think it's that factor is just being able to have some control over that, which brings about the con is that it's all on you as well. So it's right back at you.
I remember when I left the insurance industry and became self-employed doing the Sunshine Homes franchise here in Whangarei, and simple things like the Vodafone account or the mobile phone account. You go, holy shit, I've got to actually pay this. My own petrol account, oh shit, I've actually got to pay this. You know, your rent on the office, oh, I've actually got to pay this.
Please stop.
And even with still the staff, they're going, so are you paying us this week? But the highs are good, aren't they? I mean, really.
Oh, they're really good.
Running your own business is satisfactory. And you've got a small but quite a diverse team, haven't you?
Yeah, diverse, interesting, but that's what I like about it. I think that's what we've got with people, and the people that we deal with, we're all different, and we've got a different crew, but we've got a pretty tight crew as well who just look out for each other and sort of have their own ideals, but the same ideal overall, which for me is about the community and doing a good job. And in between we get, while we're doing it, we sell houses, so have fun.
I mean, you always hope that everyone's going to be a good salesperson, but let's just say when you're looking to hire a salesperson, they're going to be on a commission only. So what do you think the drivers are for those sort of people that want to work on commission only?
Oh, I think they need to be honest, but they need to be honest with themselves as well. It's real estate can look a rosy thing, but there's some hard slog to do. So if they're on commission only, they need to just understand that. They need to understand that there could be tough times, but they're usually brought about by not doing the things that you need to do when you need to do them. So
the driver, the real driver. I mean, you've been in real estate a lot longer than I ever was, but my 10 years or so in real estate, the people that I've seen succeed in real estate in Whangarei anyway, seem reasonably driven.
Well, actually, we just talked earlier about when I first met David. Actually, with his oldest friend. You call him?
I call him my oldest friend.
The oldest friend, Steve. And I can remember David. It was a Christmas thing that a client had invited me to. Actually, and it was a few drinks at, I don't know what it was called then, and on Bank Street. And in came David Seymour, introduced himself, selling. I think you were Sunshine Homes then, and you said that. You're going to get into real estate sometime and you were going to kill it. And I thought, who's this guy with all this? But so probably if I look at that was the attitude. You had that vision, you came in and then when you came in I knew who you were and then you did it. So you showed what it was done. So it's that drive to do it and that belief, and I guess we talked about it earlier, that experience in other businesses as well. Yeah. I think
there's a bit of self-belief in there, and something that I've been talking about with a few guys that I'm mentoring lately is that having that self-promotion factor, not being shy to sort of put yourself out there. Now, you look at that guy Israel who got the Halberg Award last night, and he's going, let's stop the tall poppy syndrome and just embrace people who are doing well. And I think in real estate, I've seen it because working in a corporate office with 5 other salespeopeople, when you start to climb the ladder, they're all getting the ones above you are getting a bit nervous, and the ones below you sort of don't want to be your friend just about.
It's funny, and when you make a bit of noise, but you need to make a bit of noise, and there's the nitty gritty of the sale when you're down in there, but a lot of what we do is being out and about there as well. and you will get that, I guess, in anything that you do when you shine. So
look, our pictures changed. There we are. I just put the picture there. That's
I
Gary's
just thrown some, yeah, David wasn't looking, so I saw the computer working and I jumped in. Take all opportunities for promotion.
Exactly. Yeah. One Agency.
So,
you need to buy the number plate 1007.
Yeah, I see the LGH 007 up there.
Driving around in a branded vehicle.
Yes.
Good, bad, or indifferent?
That's a good question. No, good. It was great for me. I started because a lot of the real estate's changed, and you know, you have your corporates, and then there's a lot more. I remember when some of the early adopters of different structures, independence came about, and so, you know, there was a lot of talk in the corporates about this won't work, that won't work, and there's some really successful things happening and a lot of new things all the time. When I started, it wasn't about having an office. That was about having you know, lowering costs and with the digital age and doing that. But it was a matter of how do I get seen out there, and so for me the sign written vehicle was part of it. I think. And again, that was something I did way back when I had little, I don't know if you remember, little Jackson's cards. Yep. You know, if you want to sell your house, that was on the back of a vehicle. So it's marketing, and you do need to be out there.
Gary, talking about highs and lows as a business owner, salespeople, you and I have all been there, and probably, I guess, pretty much every other real estate person has been there at least once before now, the low, when it's like really, really low, when you just have a really shit day turning into a week. What's your advice to your crew when you just sort of see that coming on?
Yeah, that's you didn't really have a lead into that. Well, I guess the thing is you're going to have another one, and it's probably not like the one that's happening is probably not going to be as bad as what you're thinking right now. Getting caught up in it isn't going to help.
You don't feel special. We've all been there.
Yeah. So just get over it and get out there again. I think oftentimes, if it's in a big office, like talk to the right people too. Don't get caught up in the other ones that are having the same sort of week. I think if you're out there, there's always going to be, and anything anybody does, there's going to be good times, bad times, and so you just got to go, well, how bad is this bad time? You know,
it's just
you know,
rejection from a phone call or whatever. I remember I go back to about this time in 2010. I'd been in real estate about 6 or 7 months at that stage, and I'd done an appraisal for some people that I'd had a reasonably good business association with. And they went, sorry, David, we're listing with another agent. I won't mention the name, but he's still in real estate. He's a good agent. He said, they said, he's sold more houses than you. And I went, well, hang on, I sold 300 Sunshine Homes, so I do know how to sell. But their philosophy was that, hey, this other agent has sold a number of more houses because he'd been in real estate maybe 5 or 6 years at that stage. I slam the phone down, walk outside. I'm just about, fuck this. I don't want to do real estate anymore. And have that little pity party for a little while, and one of my colleagues, a senior guy, comes and says, mate, this is nothing, you get over it, it's how it is. And literally 5 minutes later, a purchaser rang me and says, hey, we missed our flight back down to Tauranga that we were getting because of the weather. It's February, but never mind, it was a bad day. And we want to put an offer in on that house we looked at in Barge Lane. And that was then turned into the most expensive sale I'd ever done in real estate at that point, which is now is probably below the medium house price now, but I think it was $480,000 or whatever. You know, so you go from way down there to way up here in a matter of an hour, and you just got to learn. You've got to learn, toughen up and battle on.
Try starting a business, stepping out of real estate for a little while, because it was when I stepped out in 2015, I was burnt out. And then you go into your business, and I had a bit of a break, and I went, okay, what else can I do? And I talked to a few, 9 to 5? No, I'm not sure about that. Exactly. Salary and reporting no, I'm not sure about that. Started my business, and I had a licensee there, and it was me. And it was me, and then we had a couple of people join, and they were really important to not all working for me now, but they were really important to that start of the business and getting it started. But it was me at the start. I'd done 3 appraisals. The first one, first signature, waiting for a trustee. They'd had enough for selling privately, and getting the trustee's signature on Sunday. It was after a Friday visit, and they sold on Saturday privately. Next one came in, and I did another appraisal, and missed that. And the third one came, and I went
I
there.
got that one.
And at the moment you're not my competition, but there are a couple out there that have knocked me, out. But that's how it happens. And so I'd had 3 in a row like that right at the start. And when you're out for a little bit and you come back in, you got to. Well, hey, the market had changed. We were talking about that earlier, and so you're getting grips around that. But I think my licensee Julie, she was sort of looking sideways at me, thinking, how are you going to do this if you can't get anything on the board? So it can, that's highs and lows, and you just got to box on. I think one of my early things, I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was because my you just never know what family could do. I say even your own mother could list her house with somebody else. And if you take that attitude towards it, then you can sort of take those things back. And there's a lot of reasons that people will make choices about who they're going to use. So you just got to get up and get on, or maybe find another job.
If you're going to get that precious about it, The reality is, it doesn't matter how many people you know, and it doesn't matter how small or how big the town is or city is that you're living in, is that you cannot list everything for everybody all the time.
No.
Because if you did, well, then you'd be the best real estate person in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, even you watch some of these, $1 million agent guys in the States and stuff. Those guys miss out, they don't get everything.
Yeah, but they get 160 grand each time.
Alrighty. Talking about that, I mean, when I got to a certain level of business when I was in LJ Hook, I got into what they called the Captain's Club. I made a public statement, you might say, to the wife and to my boss, I'm going to take Fridays off. That's it. I'm not going to work Fridays.
Yeah.
I'm overworking.
You can't do that.
Wow, the funny thing is that it worked about 1 in 5. Because my theory is every Friday I'm going to have off unless I'm listing, like actually listing the house, not doing an appraisal, but actually listing or actually negotiating a sale. Viewings and so forth were Thursday or Sunday or Monday or Saturday, whatever it was, but either actually listing or actually selling. But the funny thing is that seriously, probably every second or third Friday I'd get off because I was busy. But you still take that time, and now and again you do have to take a holiday. Now and again you do have to go, no, I'm at dinner, I'm not answering the phone. Or maybe it is a listing, but sometimes your family is going to be a little bit more important.
I think it's got to be all the time. I know what you're saying. I'm hearing the things that I've said and others say, and we just got to switch off. You run around now, and you would have seen the change through the different industries, and when you're in it too, and you've got to be on this call and on that call. But if you can, I changed
voicemail for a reason.
Oh, and I changed mine daily.
When you remember?
When I remember, you did catch me out, and I've been called out a few times. I changed my daily often. And I think that's the big key, and I go, you say about the Fridays and how do you achieve that, and it is hard because the listing's there, but I think, again, people have some flexibility and more than maybe we've been trained that they have, and I think, by the industry, and if I'm talking to you and saying, hey David, well, Friday's my day off, can we sit Saturday? And you might say no, and you might say, well, no, I'm going to listen to somebody else. But
there's always that possibility. But I'd never tell someone it was my day off. I'd just say, look, I'm fully booked today. If they would say, well, I mean, like if it was a money earning appointment, sure you're going to be there. But generally, can I view this house? I'd go, no, I'm sorry, I'm fully booked today. I can do it on Saturday. I've got an open home on Sunday. Hey, so overall, real estate on a scale of 1 to 10. Over the last few years, where do you think it sits for you? And in just the satisfaction of doing the job, meeting the people that you deal with, closing deals, running your business.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Like I said, I went and looked at other things. It's what I do.
I'm glad you said 10. I was going to say you need to get another job otherwise.
No, it's a 10, and you got to. I think as we started talking earlier, I was thinking about last week we were Oliver, who's working with me now and helping out a lot and just in starting up and with the properties I'm selling. Oliver and I had been working on an offer. We did a little bit of negotiation. The vendor came in the room and into the office, and we went back with a counter signature. The buyer was driving past shortly. They came in. It was all agreed. They met up. Hugs. You know,
everybody's happy.
Yeah.
It's a win-win-win-win.
And so, so when you get that, and I said that's real estate, and so that's what we get to do. So that's a 10, and there's all the bits you got to do. There's nothing that you do in this world that you don't have to do some bits that you maybe not the greatest at or you don't like, but it's that end reward, and I think, and you know it from you know, I remember when you're smashing out your 50 sales in a year and the target was flying up there all the time, But a lot of that would have been, you know, you're paid to do the job as well. But those people that you sold, and sometimes they're tough ones.
You know, I had one client, the partnership, we ended up over a 6-year period doing something like 8 transactions for these guys. Yeah, and they're still good friends today. And
they see something then.
Ian and Lee, and they've helped me here on my property since I haven't been working and so forth. You know, and when you get clients like that, it's just they just trust you to do the job. They know your style, and
No, it is. It's great, and it's just such a different, you know, different every day, different people. Me, you, different. We'll see things different way, but you take a little piece of everything there. At the end of the day, people just. They want to get their houses sold. They want to get to the next place, and as I say, sometimes it's a happy time. Sometimes it's a bit tougher, and there's different reasons. So you've got to be able to manage that as well, and still come out the other end with the same results as you.
Keep smiling.
And for everybody.
Even when it gets a little bit tough in the middle, it comes out at the end. Everyone's smiling, and that's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Gary.
Wait, I just want to ask a question first.
Go on, then.
Because because we've been keeping in touch since you've been out of the business, but you still got a lot to offer, real estate and sales. And
I think so. Yeah. I think everyone deserves my opinion.
You told me that many years ago, and, so I didn't come back for a while. But no, I think what's the drive? What are you enjoying? Because you're still sort of on the edge of it, and you're seeing obviously there's people that you meet, and I don't know who and all. I know one of them, but
for me, the nitty gritty of selling has been a big part of my life for the last 9 months or so. Well, probably a bit longer than that, because I did it on a PowerPoint presentation to start with, which we delivered to a few offices around the country. But more so now is. Because I spend a lot of time home alone, the nitty gritty for me is a little project, and getting to talk to guys like you and like Josh yesterday.
Josh,
he's
got the energy, that fella.
Yeah, just out there smashing it. You know, so and hey, I always just say to people, look, I had a successful sales career, not just in real estate, but selling transportable homes and in insurance, and all sorts of cars and all sorts of things. So surely some of the stuff that I did works. Whether you just tweak it a little bit for you as an individual, but hey, I'm happy to talk to anybody who just wants to help selling. So
yeah, well, I've been watching a few of David's, and often when he's talking about the things that you shouldn't be doing or should be doing, he starts talking too directly to me. so I don't always watch to the end, but no, I think I wanted. That's why I come out here to see you, mate, because it's you've got a lot to offer, and it's been enjoyable to sit down.
Cool, man.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the fish.
Will do.